Okay, so while I'm stuck in a massive traffic jam, I figured, why not? This is another one. Another one! um, I was thinking about an experience that one of my friends had the other day, and I hope she's okay with me sharing this because I haven't talked to her about if it's alright or not. I just won't use names. So she was sitting down at the waterfront, minding her own business, just reading a book, just enjoying it, just taking it all in, really just trying to find that zen, you know. And then a reasonably good-looking guy comes up and sees her, feels the pull towards her, is attracted to her, and he goes up and engages in conversation, and then eventually asks her for lunch. Let's go for lunch that day. And she's like, hey man, like, I don't really know you like that. Sitting in front of someone for at least an hour is a big call for someone I've just met. Let's just go get some coffee and we'll go for a walk. Which I find fucking awesome. Like, I think that is really cool, but rare. I don't see that kind of thing happening anymore. You know, we see it in the movies and all that because it's like, it's romantic, but I think we're drawn to those types of movies because we realize that that's rare as fuck. You know, like, chance encounters don't really happen anymore. So that's the topic for today. It's like the chance encounters and that state of becoming. I'm connecting this with the tightrope walker that I talked about in the last couple of videos, and I'll continue to talk about forever because it's a fucking cool analogy. But pretty much we start at this point A position, you know, this state of being, and that's just who we are. That's the type of person that goes to work, you know, that's the person that's sitting in a traffic jam. That's who we are. That's our state of being. But at some point we get hit with this feeling like we have to be more, you know, like this just can't be it. We get that existential crisis, and then we go, fuck it, I'm just gonna become something. I'm going to dig deep and I'm going to define myself. And to do that, you have to walk across what Nietzsche called a tightrope. And as you walk across this tightrope, as you express the courage to start going from point A to point B, you walk across, and you're walking across what he called the abyss. And the abyss is just really a combination of the social pressures, the government, the parent values and morals, and then the teachers and your social group, and all of this just confounding and building up and just sucking you down like a black hole. And it does not, that pressure does not want you to walk from point A to point B. So it pulls hard. It makes the tightrope wavy and makes the walk very hard. Not to mention that we never even fucking learned how to walk on this rope, full stop. So, like, we're already struggling, and the rope is wavy. And to add to that, Nietzsche threw in a fucking clown or a jester, and every now and again that clown or jester will pop up, give you a scare while you're trying to stabilize yourself on this wavy line to point B, and try and throw you off. What Carl Jung would call that jester or clown would be I, what we think of as I, or our consciousness. And we feel that clown or that jester whenever we go and do something like what that guy did with my friend. We also feel it when we go and go skydiving, or if we make a decision that might be a bit more fearful. Like, it's all the unknown. We feel that when we're experiencing the unknown. But what I'm seeing is that fear of the unknown, you know, the jester, the clown, that's so powerful. You know, like, all right, so I tried this whole, like, walk up to someone attractive and ask for their phone number so you can like, break through it all. It's a part of Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week. He has a bunch of challenges after every chapter, and one of them was to get two phone numbers from attractive women for men, or attractive men for women, or vice versa if you swing that way. And it's supposed to help you like break the mold, break through the obstacle, and tell the jester or the clown to fuck off. And it really was that simple, you know, like it was liberating to know that like I could break through and not rely on Tinder or Hinge, which I'm not going to badmouth because I'm still on both of them. But to know that you don't need to rely on a dating app to find someone, find connections. That shit is liberating, man. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just getting scared by the jester. You know, they're getting thrown off their wavy line, and they're getting just pushed back into the abyss, even though all they want in their deepest sense is just to be true to themselves. You know, you see the self-help quotes all the time online, you know, like just be true to yourself, be yourself. That's the most common quote that's given when people don't really know what to do. You know, you go to the club and the boys are just like, oh, just be yourself, you know, or like you get a friend that's a girl, and then you just be like, hey, like, what do girls like to hear, you know, like what, all this kind of stuff. You start to like ask all the questions, and the most common answer is just be yourself. But the problem is no one knows who their true self is, you know, like, so it's almost impossible to do. You just kind of have to do it. You kind of have to experience these fears. You have to experience telling the jester or the clown to fuck off by doing all this random stuff to really find out who that true self is, so you can be that person to find, you know, love, and to find purpose, and to find all this kind of stuff, the good stuff, you know, the mystic, the romanticized stuff. You have to really face these fears that you didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know that I was fearful of walking up to an attractive person and just being like, hey, like, you are beautiful. I would really like to get to know you. I know this is rare. I know this is unorthodox, but like, what do you think? Can I get your phone number and let's go for coffee sometime? You know, that just that simple of a one line, you know, and you just break it. You just break the mold. You don't have to rely on Tinder or Hinge anymore just to find connections, and like, that's pretty cool. Face your fears, you know. Don't give into the pull. Push. Tell the jester or the clown to fuck off, and just continue to walk across the wavy line to becoming. I don't know, it might be way off base, but let me know your thoughts.